Jesus Christ put a premium on honesty, truth speaking. Christ warned us not to lie, not to deceive. My question is why? Why is honesty, why is truth-telling so important? For 3 reasons at least. First of all, truth-speaking allows us to live in reality. Truth is that which is real. A lie is a twisting of reality. Lying is creating an illusion. God created you and me to live in reality. That is crucial. For it's when you and I live in reality that we begin to understand what life is really all about. When we live in reality, we learn what to live for, what our motives should be, what is a right goal in life. Understanding truth is crucial. Winston Churchill once said, "Occasionally men stumble over the truth. Most pick themselves up and go on as if nothing had happened." In John chapter 8, Jesus says, "Everyone who sins is a slave of sin." And then he goes on and says, "If you know the truth will set you free." And then he concludes with, "If the Son sets you free, then you'll be free indeed." Freedom is living in reality. Freedom is understanding the purpose for your life and living out that purpose. A train was made to run along 2 narrow tracks. If that train says, "I want to be free," and flips off those tracks, that's not a flip to freedom, it's a flip to destruction. Similarly, you and I were made to run along the 2 tracks of God's will. To flip off the tracks of God's will onto the land of self-centeredness is not a flip to freedom, it's a flip to destruction, to death. Truth is crucial. God has given you and me rational minds in order that we might use those minds and grab hold of truth. And Jesus said, "I am the truth." He's God in human form. He died on a cross for your sin, for my sin, to pay the penalty for our wrongdoing. He is our substitute. He took our place in paying the just penalty that we deserve for our wrongdoing. Truth and honesty are crucial because God created you and me to live in reality, not to live in la-la land, fantasy land. The second reason that Jesus Christ points out that honesty, truth-speaking is so important is because that's the only way to build a relationship. If I lie to you consistently, you're not going to be so naive and stupid as to trust me. And I can promise you, if you lie to me consistently, I am not going to be so naive, stupid as to trust